We interrupt this broadcast for an update on the numbers strike. Negotiations have been going on for hours, and now, nearly live from Hotel Midtown, is our reporter, Roland Gum. Roland?
Thank you, news person. And I can say this. I am Roland Gum. That's with IMHO reporting that the strike is in full force. To recapitulate, all of the odd numbers went on strike to protest. Not to fear, we shall get down to the bottom of this. Excuse me, who are you?
Hi, Roland. I'm 107, but you can call me 107 for short.
Well, 107, why did you odd numbers decide to go on strike?
Precisely for that reason. We do not want to be called odd.
That's odd. No offense.
Some offense. We do not want to be called odd. We feel that we are every bit as good as those uppity even numbers. We just...
What would you prefer we called you?
Well, uneven, of course. We are not weirdos. Strike, strike, strike.
That's one number that certainly knows her own mind. We shall interview average men and women from the street to see how this odd number strike is affecting them. We have on hand cooking expert Julia Kitchen. Julia? How is this odd number strike affecting you?
It's very serious. As you know, cooking is heavily influenced by your numbers. Just imagine how my recent quiche turned out when I had to use 4 eggs instead of the usual. Well, it was a mess, I mean to say. You odd numbers must return. My soufflés are all turning out lopsided. Bon appetit!
Thank you, Julia.
Hey, why don't you ask me how the odd number strike is affecting me, huh?
You are?
I'm Mick Stagger, star of the group Falling Rock.
Mick Stagger, welcome.
Yeah, it's great to be playing the sidewalk. And you know, this odd number strike is really driving me berserk.
How's that, Mick?
Well, you know, me and the boys always start off all our songs with a count. But you can't very well start off a count without all the odd numbers now, can you? You go, 2. It's devastating the music industry. There are several groups poised throughout the land that are ready to go. I myself have various MTV videos ready to go, but I can't get them started now, can I? So it's been a real drag, you know? Oh, and odd numbers, I thought of something. If you don't like being called odd, then how about punk? Well, you know, it's been great super talking to you, but I really gotta run. Remember, odd numbers are the greatest numbers in the world. Goodbye, I love you!
Darn, I didn't get his autograph. Oh my goodness, I see Henri Perrier, famous race car driver. Henri Perrier, famous race car driver.
Oh, sacre bleu, this is terrible. I am ruining my engine, shifting from second to fourth, to second to fourth. I have replaced my transmission 18 times in the past 2 days. S'il vous plaît, you are costing me a fortune. The world, it cannot get along without the odd numbers. Au revoir.
Henri Perrier set it for us all. But you appear to be a New York City bus driver.
What is this, some kind of joke? I am a city bus driver. Roland, I'm telling you, this odd number strike is making my job already difficult on a good day, almost impossible to endure.
How's that? What effect do numbers have on a city bus driver?
Well, it affects my stops. I haven't been able to stop at an odd number street or building for days. I can't pick people up. I can't drop people off, I tell you.
You mean to say that the same people have been on your bus for 2 days?
Yeah, that's right. We're on a first-name basis. 2 people are getting married tomorrow. I can't even go across town. I can't go across the odd-number boulevards.
Tell me, do you have a message for all of our uneven numbers?
Yeah, please, do me a favor. Come back. If you do, I'll give you all a free ride. If you don't, I'll run you off the street. Yeah, that's a ticket. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Now you can see how our the uneven numbered strike is wreaking havoc on the everyday world, and your reporter, Roland Gum. That's with IMHO reporting. But we're going to stay right here until its conclusion. I have to. Not because I'm a dedicated electronic news gatherer, but because my office is on an uneven numbered street. So it's back to me.
Odd.
Even.
Odd.
Even. Even. Even.
Odd. Odd. Odd.
Even.
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 Good morning, class. Good morning, Mr. Ball. Today's lesson will be about mathematics. It's great to know the meaning of math. Difference between the whole and 1/2. In life we may have to make a decision. That depends upon multiplication and division. You may dream of singing or acting, but it means nothing without adding and subtracting. It's not about being fast and slick, but how well you do your arithmetic. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The numbers. 8, 9, 10, and don't forget 11. The numbers. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The numbers. 8, 9, 10, and don't forget 11. The numbers. Ooh. At night before eating or taking a bath, think about how important it is to know math. People who know math conquer space and put a smile on their teacher's face. It's not a joke or meant to be funny. You need to know math if you want to make money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The numbers. 8, 9, 10, and don't forget 11. The numbers. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The numbers. 8, 9, 10, and don't forget 11. The numbers. Ooh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The numbers. 8, 9, 10, and don't forget 11. The numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The numbers. 8, 9, 10, and don't forget 11. The numbers.
But why?
Because it's in your contract!
Once again, it's time for America's favorite mathematical game show. But who's counting? And here's America's favorite mathematical game show host, Monte Carlo.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to But Who's Counting? Now, let's meet our first couple.
We're the Kurtis from San Simeon, California. Mighty glad to be here.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, let's meet your opponents, who are...
We're the San Simeons, Monty.
And a lovely couple indeed. Where do you hail from?
We're from Kurtis, California.
I should have guessed. Now, let me introduce the lovely Amber Jeanette. You all know how to play the game?
Yes, we do.
Wonderful. We'll choose 5 digits at random, one at a time. Your job is to place each of those digits in any of the 5 place value positions on your scoreboard. And the object is to create the largest number you can. Remember, once you place a digit on your board, you can't move it. The couple with the larger number wins the game. And don't forget the bonus prize for the best number. You folks at home, get pencil and paper ready so you can play too. Here we go with the first digit. It's a 5. Amber, next digit.
Here we are.
Digit is a 3. Amber? And the final digit is... Now, let's see what the Kirkendalls have.
Yeah, my dear. Number is 40,513.
Ooh, it sounds pretty good to me. Let's see what the San Simeons have.
We have 5,341.
Oh, well, it looks like the Kirkendalls won the first game. Now, the best number would have been 54,310. Now, let's go to the second game. You ready, Amber? Here we go. Give that wheel a turn. Three. The first digit is a 3. The second is... Good work, Amber. What the fourth digit is. It's a big 6. The final digit of the final game is... Round and round, she goes 9. A 9. Let's see what the Kirkendalls came up with.
Another good one here, my dear. 89,623.
That was 89,623. Let's see if the San Simeons did as well.
We have 86,932.
Oh, it looked like the Kirkendalls won a very big game. However, the best number would have been 98,632. Still, the Kirkendalls win first prize, all they can eat in their favorite restaurant. Second prize goes to the San Simeons, half of all they can eat at their favorite restaurant. The bonus prize would have been 2 tickets to next week's game. Well, congratulations to the winners, and that's it for... Bye-bye!
I'm stuffed. I've had 4 hamburgers. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Waitress, check, please.
You are about to witness a demonstration of the most practical calculator in the world. Your head. So portable, so durable, so cost-efficient, and it really works. Watch.
Let's see. 14.50, and we ought to leave her a 10% tip so she knows we're not cheapskates.
Yeah, and we've been here for 3 hours, so she's earned it. Let's see. 10% of 14.60 is $1.46, and that'll be a 10% tip.
Let's round it off to $1.50.
See what I mean? Don't leave home without your head. The most practical calculator in the world.
Hello there, Throckmorton.
Hey, Pixie locked me out of the apartment again. Hey, what are you doing here? Collecting scrap for the war drive?
If you must know, I am building Alice a doghouse.
Hey, that's rich, Ralphie. Usually you're the one in the doghouse.
Howdy, ha-ha. Well, Alice just bought us a watchdog.
Yeah, what kind?
A Chihuahua.
It's kind of small for a watchdog, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we don't have that much stuff to watch.
Oh, I get it. It's kind of like a pocket watchdog, eh, Ralphie?
You are a regular riot, Throckmorton. See, I bought this kit from the Acme Pet Supply, and I'm putting it together to make us a doghouse for the watchdog. As you know, I am a champion carpenter.
Hey, Ralphie, that's rich. The only thing you ever built was a birdhouse out of popsicle sticks. Sparrows took one look and got an apartment downtown.
Yeah? Well, is that so? Well, I'll have you know that this kit comes complete with a set of instructions that even a 4-year-old could follow. What are you doing?
I'm looking for a 4-year-old.
Cut that out! Come on, Throckmorton. Get over here and make yourself useful. Give me a hand. See, it's very simple. To build the frame, it is made of even and odd pieces.
Yeah? How do you tell the difference?
Well, each piece has got these little holes in it. 2 by 2. If there's an extra hole at one end, that means it's odd. In other words, that means there's one little hole left over. And one left over always means it's odd. Understand?
You lost me after the part about the Chihuahua.
Throckmorton, pay attention! Now, 2 is an even number, right?
Right.
2 and 2 are 4, and 2 are 6, and 2 are 8, and on, right?
Right.
All even numbers are multiples of 2, correct?
Even Steven.
Even Steven. But if I add 1 to an even number, what have I got?
Somebody who came without a date.
Bang, zoom, Throckmorton. Anytime you add 1 to an even number, the answer is odd. In fact, anytime you add an odd and an even number, the total is odd.
Yeah, well, anything you say, Ralphie.
It's not just because I say it, Throckmorton. It's because this is something which is always true. Now come over here and help me finish up Alice's doghouse. I just have to finish this one side. The evens make the horizontals, and the odds form the vertical uprights. Wait a minute. All I've got is odd pieces. All the even pieces are gone. The Acme Pet Supply Company must have made a mistake.
Ralph! Ralph!
What is it?
Look at here. You got 6 pieces left here. Each one of them has got 1 hole left in the end.
I know that.
Well, watch this.
Throckmorton, cut that out!
Hey, all right, Ralph, but watch this. Now, an odd plus an odd makes an even viola.
Throckmorton, you are the greatest. I can put odds together to make evens and finish the frame for Alice's doghouse. In fact, anytime you add an odd number to an odd number, the result will be even.
You know, Ralphie, it's not just because I say it. This is something that's always true.
Fine and dandy.
Now, where is the rooftop and siding for this elegant doghouse?
It's right over here on the buffet. Throckmorton, somebody stole the roof to the doghouse.
Hey, Ralphie, that's some watchdog you got out there. Look at him running away with your, roof.
Throckmorton! To the moon, Throckmorton! To the moon!
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was morning, 8:43, and hot and sunny in Los Angeles for that time of year. The sunburn index stood at 9 and the wind chill was not a factor. We were working the day watch out of Mathnet. We were in hot pursuit of the problem with the absent tape. My partner is George Franklin. The boss is Thad Green. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. A series of weird crimes had been taking place in the greater Los Angeles basin. A gorilla who had escaped from the zoo had been robbing local merchants. They were tired of it. We were tired of it. We decided to look at a couple of scenes from yesterday's show to get us up to speed. When you're trying to solve a problem, it's always a good idea to go over your facts. Make sure you're on the right track.
Now on this map, the scale says 1 inch represents 2 miles. The first robbery took place 3 inches away from the zoo.
3 inches represents 6 miles.
Right. Could a gorilla have traveled that far?
We determined that gorillas can travel 10 to 12 miles an hour at top speed, and the elapsed time between the robberies was 5 hours. By multiplying 5 hours by 10 miles and 12 miles, we determined the gorilla could have covered 50 or 60 miles. When a gorilla named Grunt was found to be missing from the zoo, its young friend Jane came by to help us. Jane was convinced that her friend Grunt wouldn't have committed the robberies. She said he couldn't have traveled that far, that fast.
But Grunt's an old gorilla. He's out of shape.
Did he smoke?
Jane told us he couldn't be that far from the scene of the last robbery.
1 inch represents 2 miles. I set the compass at 2 inches. I say he's got to be right in there somewhere.
Jane told us Grunt loved pizza pie. Then the phone rang.
Thank you. We'll be right out. Excuse me.
What's that?
The location of the latest robbery.
Was it?
Uh-huh. He just knocked over Balboa's pizzeria.
What did he get?
All the money and 3 large pies to go.
Yes, sir. You got one call before. You have time for it? Thank you. Kate, this is incredible. I've got reports on 7 different robberies that took place early this morning. Everything from store robberies to home break-ins.
Uh-huh, me too. Me too.
I still don't think it could be Grunt.
Don't feel badly, Jane. Here's a report on something he didn't take.
Oh?
He broke into a home in Bel Air and took all the jewelry, silver, and money, but he left one thing. Season tickets to the Rams games.
You've got to believe me, everybody. Grunt couldn't have done these awful things.
But why not? They all took place between midnight and 4 a.m. and all within a 2-mile radius of each other. Certainly he could have traveled that far.
But what you don't know about gorillas is they're very shy.
Shy? Hold on there. You're talking to a mathematician who has seen Bonzo Goes to Washington more than a few times.
But that's my point. All the Hollywood movies and television show gorillas as killers. They're not.
What do you mean, Jane?
Gorillas are gentle animals and very shy. They hide from people.
Obviously, you haven't seen Woodland Hills Cop, where this orangutan swings out of the opera house.
Gorillas only become fierce when they feel threatened.
Jane, the evidence is overwhelming.
And here's something else you haven't considered. Gorillas need a lot of rest, and according to your own reports, Grunt has been robbing stuff for about 18 hours straight.
Maybe he feels he's on a roll.
Gorillas spend at least 14 hours a day sleeping.
That's more than half a day.
They have to renew themselves. Grunt couldn't have gone that long without sleep. You have to believe me.
Mathnet, Monday. Yes, sir. How are you, Mr. Balboa? Really? We'll be right out.
Was that Sly Balboa, the movie star?
No, it was Pie Balboa, the pizza czar. Thinks he's got something. Let's roll. Pie Balboa said he found what he thought was some evidence in his kitchen and wanted us to come back to take a look. When you're solving a problem, you have to look at every possibility.
I think he left these. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, Mr. Balboa. The gorilla came through here and left footprints in the flour.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, I seen him last night. I just figured they're my brother-in-law's or something.
Those aren't gorilla footprints.
Well, they ain't my brother-in-law's. Hey, I checked it out.
How can you tell, Jane?
Because there are only 2 sets of footprints here.
How many feet did Grunt have, Jane?
That's just it. Gorillas don't really walk on their hind legs like they do in the movies. They walk on all 4s. So there'd be sets of 4 prints.
Maybe you should talk to my brother-in-law. I'll call him.
Besides, the stride of a gorilla is about 30 inches. These look more like a man made them. About 36 inches. Uh-huh.
How do you know so much about gorillas, Jane?
I read a lot and study. When I grow up, I want to be a zoologist. You know, study animals and their behavior.
Hey, yo! Sylvester! Come on down! I think I got a job for you.
Look at this, Kate.
Martha baking again?
Found it near the footprints in the pizzeria. Pie Balboa said it was one of the pies Grunt swiped.
What are you going to do with it?
Thought I'd run it through the lab, you know, to see if they'd get any info to help us.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe check to see if Grunt had an overbite, something like that. In Woodland Hills Cop, they use dental records to see if...
What are those?
These? Anchovies.
Ew, gross. Grunt hates anchovies. He never eats pizza with anchovies.
He only eats extra cheese with green peppers.
That's my favorite, too.
Hello, Mathnet.
Got something?
Uh-huh.
Another robbery?
Yes, but this one is a little different.
How so?
Look. He just robbed a market in Huntington Beach. It's one of those Abel Baker supermarkets.
Martha shops the one in our neighborhood. I'll ask her to stop.
Look at this, Kate. Huntington Beach is almost 40 miles away from these other robberies.
How much time did he have?
The call came in at 10:01 this morning. The last one was at 4 a.m.
That's 6 hours. If he moved at 10 miles per hour, he could have gone 60 miles.
But he can't go that fast. He hasn't had any rest. He couldn't have gotten there.
We understand how you feel, Jane, and we know it sounds impossible, but theoretically, he could have made it.
No way.
It would have been tough.
What do you mean?
Traffic in Orange County is terrible at that time of day. Mathnet, frankly. Are you sure? What time was that? Uh-huh. Was he out of breath? I see. Then it must not have been he. Thank you. Crime in Entlease.
What?
Our gorilla was spotted at 10:05. He was picking oranges in the backyard of a house on Scenic Drive in that new project. You know, the step development in the Hollywood Hills? The lady yelled and the monkey left.
Now, there's no way one gorilla could be in two places at the same time. So what does that tell us?
Grunt has an accomplice.
George, we're dealing with two gorillas.
Tell me, do you know where you are going?
Of course not. I've never been here before in my life. A Google? A gaggle is a gaggle of geese, so I guess a Google would be maybe just one goose.
They went broke, and Janos didn't know what to do with his gorilla, so he found a good home for him at the LA Zoo.
Well, that ties the two of them together. But I don't know what that means.
100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science Foundation, the U.S. Department of Education, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, and the Carnegie Corporation of New York.
Corporate funding is provided by IBM. At IBM, we believe education is the key to the future. We are pleased to help support Square One TV as an innovative way to introduce young people to the exciting world of mathematics.
This is PBS.